everyone, it's Randy. It's been a while. What have you all been up to? Probably haven't made a video for several months. So it's winter time here in Michigan, and I've been, I guess, hibernating. I've been super busy at work, and the work is no longer fun. It's just very stressful and it's very annoying. They're taking away the autonomy that I once had, and that's really difficult to swallow when you're getting older and you've got just so much experience in the field, and younger people want to tell you what to do and how to do things perfectly according to them. And my job doesn't require perfection, and we're all human, we're all different. So I really have been resenting my job quite a bit lately. Another thing that I've been doing is preparing for retirement. So I have between 3.5 to 5.5 years, I would say, for retirement. If I had enough money to retire right now, I would do it. But I do need to make sure that I have enough, and I watch plenty of YouTube videos that talk about finances and how much you will need and how to work all that out depending on your individual situation. I highly recommend those for people who are, 5 years out from retirement, even 10 years out. There's just a lot to know about required distributions later on after 72, I believe. And most people don't have a pension anymore, so you have to be smart, but you also don't want to just keep working yourself to death or until death, like a lot of people do. You hate to hear those stories of, a man finally retired and then he got cancer and was dead 9 months later. It's very, very sad. If we could only predict our death, we could go ahead and retire and plan it so that we have enough time to do the things that we want to do before we get sick. So for my retirement, I was going to plan one trip, one long road trip, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 months long, around the whole country. Now I've decided I'm going to split that up into a couple of road trips, and one of them I'm going to actually do while I'm still working. I'm just going to take a month off of work and go, around the East Coast and do part of it that way. And then when I retire, I will do the rest of it and hit all of the cities that I want to hit. I usually map out some of the restaurants that are on Yelp or on diners, drive-ins, and dives, and then try to hit those for a fun way to explore things that have been recommended in terms of restaurants, and also make sure that you're not kind of just happening upon a place that really sucks and you're very disappointed. Another thing that I am doing is planning when I'm going to need a new car and trying to pay a car off, get a new car, but pay one off before I retire, if I can possibly swing it. I have a 2016 Honda right now, and it's got about 100,000 miles. I could make it until retirement, but then I'd have to buy a new one when I retire. So now instead I'm thinking of maybe trading it in a year and then making very hefty payments on a new car and having it paid off by the time I decide to retire. My mortgage will definitely be paid off, which is good. I planned that a long time ago. So it'll be paid off when I turn 65. And then I've been exploring some side gigs. I can continue to do Airbnb, rent out the room in my home. It doesn't bring in very much money, but it's pretty stress free. It's pretty easy to do. Not much labor at all. Flipping the room, changing the bed, vacuuming, and setting out towels and for the next person. So I'll probably continue to do that. And there's a myriad of things I could do part-time, but I don't want to get locked in to a job that I have to go to. Thinking about like whether or not there might be something to do remotely, but my field, most of it would not be remote. I don't want to talk too much about what my field is, but and then I will definitely need to set up some kind of an exercise plan for retirement. In retirement, maybe join a bowling league. For sure, I will join the Y and be able to go swimming and use the hot tub and the exercise room, bikes and walking track, etc. for sure during the winter months. And I could probably join some kind of pickleball league, although we need good weather for that in Michigan, unless there's some indoor pickleball courts that I'm not aware of. And try to figure out, yoga, definitely yoga. That's something that I'm interested in and have done in the past, and I would definitely regularly do yoga. Maybe find a friend that wants to introduce me to some other sport. I also do like paddle boarding, but sort of need a man for that because I can't carry that big paddle board. And then my hobbies, I like fishing, I like going to the casino, so maybe even try out some new hobbies. So I'm really looking forward to retirement. I watch a lot of videos about that, and it warns you that you'll get tired of you'll get bored, and that you really need to make sure that you don't retire too soon. One of my biggest concerns is losing my social life because I talk to like 3 friends from work almost on a daily basis. And some of them I also talk to them on the weekends. We don't live that close, so we don't get together because we are too far away, but it's a big social part of my life, talking about work with friends and joking about it and laughing about the ridiculousness of it all. And so I will miss that when I retire because I won't be part of that group anymore. I'm still on one dating site. Don't look at the messages too often. Definitely don't reply to any messages very often. But the last time I was on a date was about 9 months ago. So and that guy, I thought he was cute. I liked him. We had a good first date, and then I think I said something on the text that scared him off. Probably expressed my negative feelings toward my ex, and he was like, gone. He ghosted me immediately after that. And so I would like to meet someone who could handle my reality, who can handle a negative feeling or two. It's not like I'm negative all the time. It's just that that's part of my life, and when I get worked up about the horrible things that are going on at work or recalling really negative things that the narcissist did when I was with him, I should be able to express that. And the other person doesn't need to get all, their panties in a bunch over it. But they do. So, um, I guess I'll try not to do that again in the future. But this guy, if you're that touchy, if you're that sensitive, we didn't know each other very much at all. But he really didn't give me a chance. I guess he made up something in his mind, like they usually do. Um, oh, she must be crazy or whatever. Maybe he watches YouTubes that say it's a red flag if somebody complains about their ex. I don't know. I don't care. Wasn't attached to him. But I wish some guy would be able to just handle my feelings without flipping his lid. And the last thing before I end here is I am writing a book. Now, I was going to wait again till after retirement to write the book, but I decided, why wait? After all, the book is about workplace corruption, and I'm still in the workplace. So the workplace corruption keeps coming and coming and coming, and it's very fresh in my mind. And the words are just flowing out of my mind onto the pages. I have about 6,000 words written so far, and I'm going in chronological order. It's sort of a memoir of the field I'm in, and it may end up becoming sort of an expose. I don't expect anyone to really read it, and I definitely don't expect to have any kind of bestseller. Also watching YouTube videos about how to write a book, on what to write it on, like can you write it on an iPad, what program should you use, stuff like that. How many words should it be? How should you start the book? And not to really have any expectations. So I don't have any expectations, but it is very cathartic. It's cool to get everything out on the paper, and then it can leave my mind and it doesn't have to stress me out anymore. And if anyone's ever interested in reading in the future, they can. I sort of have an insider perspective on a area of work that a lot of people don't know really much about at all, and so I think it could be interesting. Also, some of the things I'm an insider on some things that are potentially newsworthy that you'll see on the nightly news. You'll see a clip that something happened, and some of those things I knew they happened because I was there. I'm involved somehow in them, so that just gives you a little bit of a hint. But anyway, I also was looking at the applications. I have applied for so many more jobs, even at my age. I have tried to get out of my particular job because I feel very disrespected and abused and treated like a child. I looked at the last 4 years. I've applied for 27 jobs in the last 4 years. And I've only gotten like maybe 5 interviews and haven't gotten any of the jobs that I interviewed for. And actually, 3 of those interviews, I think I did awesome. So now I'm thinking about ageism, and I'm wondering if any of you experience ageism. I want you to leave a comment. Leave a comment about what you're interested in. Are you interested in me talking about retirement? Is anyone still interested in dating sites? I don't think so. How about writing a book? Or what about ageism? Has it affected you? Do you have any examples? Leave a note in the comments. Thanks for listening, everyone, and I'll talk to you soon.